I have Oppo's ColorOS 15 right here on my Oppo Find X7 Ultra, and because I didn't find any longer videos that explain the top features of ColorOS 15, I'm making one. I made a little short one, so if you don't want to waste like 15 minutes or more, then just take a short one, 1 minute video which compresses everything together. But nevertheless, let's get started. So ColorOS 15, when you update ColorOS 15, you have a very long changelog. You can take a look at the highlights in the update. By clicking the highlights, it will open up a web page, and you can see already one of the major new highlights is a luminous rendering engine that has been improved. It has parallel animations, which is quite nice. And if I open up applications and the animations are like rendering at the same time. The closing and opening animation can render at the same time, which is like something that was not there previously. If you like open or start an animation and you wanted to do something else, then it has to interrupt the animation and do another animation because it only can do one animation at a time. But now with this one, we can show it like this. You can have like two animations, like a closing and opening animation at the same time. And yeah, this is the usual test that they do, but this is the one that provides you with a very fluid animation framework throughout the whole system. And this includes also new animations. So if you open up those folders here, you can see how neatly they like open up and close. So this is one of the new animations, but there's several new animations throughout the system. Like for example, if I move one icon, you have a nice bounce effect around the icon, which is quite nice. There's a new animation for the volume slider. So if I press here, every time I press, you can see that it is bouncing as well. There's a new animation in the control center that tells me that I reach the top or the bottom of a volume or a slider there. The cool thing is, of course, we have this new control center as well. So we have a split option there, but in settings, you can also set it up so that the notifications and the control center are together. And this one here is totally revamped. You can see it has this new iOS kind of look, but also HarmonyOS and magicOS 9 use this kind of look. We have all the quick toggles on the bottom. We have the most important ones on the top, like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. I can go into Bluetooth here and it will open up a list of Bluetooth devices. The same goes for Wi-Fi, and I can connect to those. I have this toggle here, which with a press can enable auto brightness. So auto brightness is now turned on. I can move it up and down here the way I like it. I have this player, which also acts as a possibility to switch the media output to Bluetooth headphones or Bluetooth speakers. And we have the possibility to have a special connect kind of mode, in this case Oppo Enco X2 that I have, that are currently not available, but I could configure them from here within the control center, so the noise cancellation and so on. And I have other devices that are appearing under my devices. You can see the Oppo Enco X2. So if you have others like the Enco X3, I think coming out, possible as well. You can see that there are multiple pages for this quick toggle, so you can add as much as you want, which is quite nice here indeed. You have the edit button, and you have a button to go see active services and customize the quick settings as well. So if you go in here, you can see you can choose between the split or the classic view. And the classic view, if I just go to it, you will see it's the classic view that we had from previous versions of ColorOS. So you have still the option to go to this one if you prefer this style. I prefer this one because all the other phones usually have now this one, and I have more notifications coming in, so I like to have more of an overview of all my notifications, but you might differ here. You have some settings there as well. If you don't want the devices shown up, you can also get rid of it. The same goes for the tile names. So if you don't want the tile names to appear there, you can get rid of them as well and reset the layout if you accidentally managed to break the layout in a way that you don't like it. Then there's a new charging animation. So if I plug in, you can see that we will see the new charging animation starting up there. Super VOOC charging, and you can see how it's showing up here. So for those people who are interested in this, new charging animation on ColorOS 15. Another thing that you see is the customizability. So you have the possibility to add a blur to your AOD. That was, I think, previously not possible. And if we go to our settings there and go into wallpaper and style, we have the new flux themes that are very, very handy. And I want to just apply this one here to show to you how it will look like. So what it does is apply a nice new theme that has this interactive kind of fluidity there. This is the AOD, and if I go to the lock screen, this is how it looks like. You can see how this game on moves behind this guy here, and I can then unlock the device, which is quite nice. And the wallpaper is also applied here. So this is very, very cool and handy, and has some other features there as well. This cat here, for example, I can show to you as well how it will look like. So it has this cute one here, and when I double tap, it comes to the foreground, and the cat has this 3D pop effect. It's one of the best AOD implementations that I saw so far, and the transitions and so on, very, very nicely done. You can, of course, change this icon, the wallpaper here. So if you don't like the cat, you can choose another wallpaper to your liking, and maybe you can even change the text. Yeah, there's cute, brilliant, keep moving, game on, and fast. I hope that in the future we have the possibility to use different fonts maybe even, and to put our own words there, which might come in handy as well. But so far I like this implementation a lot, and that shows how much work they put into nice animations here on ColorOS 15. Then we have the new AI features on ColorOS 15. Just like on iOS and I think newer Android versions, you can press and hold on this lower bar here. I'm not sure if you can see it. This lower bar, the press and hold to ask the AI assistant something. What is this smartphone that I see here on my screen? It will take a while, but then it will answer it. So it is analyzing the screen as well, and then can tell you that this is the Oppo Find X8 Pro and a new smartphone, blah, blah, blah. So you can see it's even working in English, even though this device usually, and this assistant is usually working in Chinese. You can ask it some questions in English and it will work out as well. I can even ask it for other things. Let me ask it, for example, what doesn't work but should work as well in certain scenarios. If you have an equation or something like this, you can just mark the equation, pressing this button, and then mark it, and then you can ask it something. It will analyze it already and will tell you in Chinese what it is, but I can ask it, can you solve this equation 2x? And then it...
The expression in the image is not an equation, but rather a mathematical expression. To solve for x, we would need an equation that sets this expression equal to a specific value. For example, if we had...
I can see it gives you an example how to solve this mathematical equation. So this is working fine. It shows the powerful AI. You can see it is working quite fast, even though I'm here in Germany right now. So this one is probably halfly based upon the device itself, and the other half is like coming from the cloud maybe. So this is a new trick in terms of AI equations, but there's also AI image editing. So let's check a look. Let's check it out there. So first of all, if you have a picture like this with a person or something, you can get a quick cutout. I'm not sure if it was there before. I don't remember it being there before. So press and hold there. It will analyze the person. You can save this, add as a sticker, copy it, share it, or you can even drag it out to the file doc, and then you can use it in another application if you want to. But then we have the new editing functions there, and there's the AI editor. If I press on this one, it gives me several AI editing functions. Like I can enhance the clarity of the picture. In this case, it's already pretty clear. But if you have older pictures, for example, where the clarity is not so much there, you can try this to enhance it a little bit. The same goes for the unblur function. So if you have a blurry picture, it tries to get it more unblurred a bit. These are functions that we know already from Google. Nice that Oppo is also adding it right into this here. And we have the AI eraser, so you can erase certain things. I'm not sure if it works. Let's try to do it. It gives you like remove people option there, and smart lasso. paint over or to remove people. Let's try the paint over option there, and let's try to remove the headphones here. Maybe it can detect this, and it's recognizing it. As you can see, it's quite a hard task now to remove this, but yeah, it tries its best. But you see, it's something is left there. Let's maybe take the lasso there and fully draw around the object. Yes, I'm doing it, but it's not detecting it. So you can see, yeah, in general it works fine, and it's quite fast as well. If you have people, it works of course better than this example here, which I think is a bad example. Then we have also the remove reflections option, which is working also quite nice. So if you're photographing something through a window or through glass, like in museums or such things, it can remove reflections, and this works also pretty nice here with the new AI editing functions in the Gallery app. Then we have a new inbuilt document viewer. Usually if you have to have PDFs opened, you have to have an application installed. Here we have now inbuilt document viewer. You even have like the possibility to edit this one. So I can notate on the PDF file that I have here. And let me go to the PDF back, and then we have some other options, like if the PDF contains a little bit more text, we have AI functionalities like that can summarize the text or ask a question about this document. So if you don't understand like a certain thing in the PDF, you can ask it questions, and it will summarize it for you or give you a better understanding. Table of contents, in this case, there's none. You can convert it, so you have the possibility to convert the PDF to Word, PDF to Excel, or PDF to image, and the same goes the other way around as well. And then we have all tools here which give you even more tools, like the possibility to split PDFs, but also merge PDFs. Very handy tool indeed. Send to other devices, uploads to the cloud, or print it out, add a tag, encrypt the document, or open with another editor. You have even file information there. We can see the file information and the storage. We have viewing options like find something on the page, go to a specific page, add a bookmark or show a bookmark list, have all the thumbnails shown up there, or table of contents. And if it's a presentation, you even have a playing option there, play from the first page or the current page, which is also quite nice. So very handy kind of document viewer that has all those functionalities, and can summarize text with AI, which is very, very handy indeed. Then we have live alerts. We had this before already. It's like, yeah, a kind of widget in the top bar, but now it is implemented more the way that iOS is doing it, and some other Android versions are doing it. If I swipe up here, you can see we have this pill kind of cutout there where this live alert is hiding, and this is working for the timer. This is an example, but other apps are supported as well. Mostly Chinese apps that are supported, like AMAP, for example. I think also Didi is supported now, and they will show up here, and you have the possibility to interact with this widget or make it smaller again, and you have this pill kind of live widget or dynamic island kind of clone there. Live alert, I think it is called there, which is quite interesting to see it. But I think it's not working for YouTube videos. Let's like on Honor devices. So let's go maybe in a YouTube video, maybe choose one of the videos that I have on my channel, so don't have any copyright strikes, like this one here. And let's go out here. It's opening up in here, but it's not like coming in here. Even if I like close it up, you can see there's no player icon coming in here. That usually had some issues with Honor devices. Here it is not the case. It is showing up here in this player on the control center, but it's not like doing this here in this how's it called, live alerts option there. So hopefully this will not come, because it's a bit buggy and I really don't like that to have it there. And if you want to get rid of it, you can just swipe it away and it's going away. It's still running, as you can see if you swipe down here. So this is the live alerts. Then what is new is Oppo Share has been updated a little bit. So when you go into Oppo Share and you've enabled it, you can see already the touch functionality is there. So if you have another Oppo device, another Realme device, or another OnePlus device, you can touch them like this, and then whatever you have, the picture from one phone will then transfer to another. Same goes for movies, videos, and other files. So this is quite handy to have. Functionality clearly inspired by Cupertino. But Oppo Share also has another option there for iOS sharing. So you can share files and folders with iOS devices. And let me bring my iPhone 16 Pro into the game. Here you can see more information about it. If I enable it here, it will appear. How to install it. You have to install the O Connect app. And let me do this quickly here on the iPhone. It doesn't recognize my face, but yeah, the iPhone has this O Plus Connect app already here. And this will like then waiting for sending files, for example, or I can send files to another device. So if I want to send a file from my iPhone to the Oppo phone, I now have the possibility. Where do I have files here? There are no files there. Let's go back. Let's go take one download file here. Maybe this one here. I want to send it. I click on open, and then I can choose this Oppo device here and choose allow full access, and then I can accept it, and I can share files. Then you can see it's connecting, and I can share files and folders. Have to like say okay, join, allow, and it's then connecting via Wi-Fi direct and bringing the file over here to the Oppo device. You only have to do it, I think, once with all the permissions granted and so on. It's connecting and then sending the file and folder. And then I have like, there was a video file actually, send it over. The same way goes the other way around. So I can see if I go here to access, I can see the iPhone there, and I can just simply go into the gallery application, for example, photos, and I can just say, I want to share this photo with Oppo Share, and close. There's the iPhone. I can click on it, and just a second later, it will then share the file to the iPhone, except here it's connecting. This takes a while, but there I have now the file as well. Can directly go to the gallery, directly go and see the file itself. This is another file that I can share. So yeah, those are the possibilities here with O Plus Connect. This is the app that you have to install on your iOS device, and it will work then with Oppo Share seamlessly, which is, I think, also pretty handy if you have to transfer files over. I'm not sure if this O Plus Connect is also available for the Mac, so for macOS, but you can search at least in the Apple Store. Don't have a Mac device here to test it out. Might be quite handy as well. I was showing you the charging animation. There's a new thing still going on here, which is when you go into settings and you go into the battery, where you have, you can see I'm running low on battery, a new charging setting where you can, actually it's not in charging setting, it's in battery health, where you can enable a charging limit. So if I click on this here, I can enable a charging limit. We will only charge the device up to 80%, which is quite nice. So this wasn't there before. You have the possibility to add this here, which is quite nice. Otherwise, yeah, you can see your battery capacity and all your stuff there as well. So this has not majorly improved. You have a balanced mode, high performance mode, power saving, and super power saving mode there. I think they were there before as well. What's really new and very interesting for people who are importing devices like the Find X7 Ultra, nowadays Oppo is back onto the global market and they're coming out with the Find X8 series probably. But yeah, if you want to import the Find X7 Ultra, for example, it wasn't available in your language. Now there's the possibility to change the language to more than English and Chinese. If I click on edit here, you should see more languages like German has been added, Spanish has been added, French I think was there, Italian has been added, Dutch has been added, Portuguese and Russian I think was there before, some Arabic languages as well, Japanese is there. So there are more languages available. I think especially for my German audience, this might be very interesting that there's German as well there available now. Also counting, for example, the OnePlus 13 that is also coming, the Chinese version with ColorOS, has this feature as well because it's the same ColorOS version, ColorOS 15 there. And then we have multitasking changes. So previously when you go into multitasking, it will stay on the task that you have in the multitasking view. Now it goes to the previous task, as you see here automatically. So some people say, it's annoying, but I think it's quite good because usually I'm switching between two apps and this is, instead of swiping around, this is one way to do it. iOS-like, but I know this from HarmonyOS, I know this from MagicOS as well. So I don't have any issue with this. Maybe they should make it configurable so you can say, I want this new behavior or the old behavior. But then, of course, it's like something that they have to keep forever, which is like sometimes an extra feature that might become a hurdle when you want to upgrade to a new Android version. Then there's some other things that are about app cloning, for example. They support more apps now. And the file dock that I showed you earlier. So if I drag an image, let's do it again, into the file dock there, it supports now more applications and more chat applications and others. It works for text, it works for images, it works for other stuff as well. So these are the major new features of ColorOS 15 summarized together here. Of course, the changelog is much longer there. There are lots of little nifty details and descriptions about how they improved all the animations and so on, but you have to experience it. I can show you a little bit of the animations here and there, but in general, it feels like a solid new device, a solid new release, and breathes new life into the Find X7 Ultra. That was already a very good device, but this new animations is really, this new parallel animation system makes it super fluid. And even though it is not the newest device here, it is still performing tremendously good with this new ColorOS 15 update. I didn't experience any bugs. This is the RC version, so if you want to install it, I'm not sure if I can reproduce it for you here on ColorOS 14, you have to go into the beta program there, and it will show you a list, and there will be one that says RC. There you can see release candidate, and instead of feedback, it will have like update now. And then you can update to ColorOS 15 because it's a release candidate right now. It is not the final version. Yeah, it should be running out. You can see here, but I think it's not the final version yet. I'm not 100% sure. I used the release candidate version there to update to this new ColorOS 15 device on my Find X7 Ultra. That's everything for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have some questions or I missed a major new feature, write it down in the comment section. Until the next time, bye.